YouTube, this is your boy Mr. Tech Guy 92 here, and I'd like to know what are you guys' opinion on the gameplay we saw at Gamescom for Black Ops 2. Personally, I think it's pretty cool that how Black Ops is going to be in the future and how Treyarch is going, well, more like catering to the MOG gamer and the competitive gamer. Personally, I think this is going to be a great move for Treyarch because it's really going to make it hard for campers to really be successful in Call of Duty anymore, which should make the game more entertaining, I think. Plus, I like how they're going to make, well, point streaks now, so when you start playing competitively, you actually get rewarded for it, and that personally makes me happy because I'm not one of those people that on average can go like 40 and like 5. It's just not in me to do games like that. I'm more of a maybe a 2.0 KD person to a 1.0 KD. I'm not the greatest. So knowing that Treyarch is catering to the people now that mainly play for the objective is really a nice thing because I think it's going to make Call of Duty feel a little more fresh. Which lately Call of Duty has been kind of getting more and more drab each time, and it gets even more frustrating because campers are just becoming more and more rampant. Then there's those little slasher people that just go and they mainly just go for kills and ignore the objective altogether because all they're thinking, well, who cares about going after flags or, you know, capturing domination points or planting the bomb? They would rather just get as many kills as they can and die the least. Which in some instances does help the team along, because if you're going like 60 and like 3, you're actually helping the team because you're preventing the enemy team from really being able to capture those flags or domination points or planting the bomb, which in all reality does help, but the amount of people that are actually going that far are very slim. Most people are going like around a 1.5 KD, so they're like going like 15 and 10 or 20 and 10 and not really contributing much to the team. And we all know about the general, camper that just sits in that little corner, waits for you to go by and shoots you in the back, and it's kind of like an ass because they have no skill, so they just hide somewhere to kill you. And I'm glad that Treyarch is trying to make it where those two groups of people aren't really going to be able to be very successful in Black Ops 2, which is really good. Should make Black Ops 2 a natural Call of Duty game that's going to be fun ever since, Call of Duty 4, which we all know it was pretty a good game, even though now it's not so much anymore due to the amount of hackers on it. But that's all water under the bridge right now because that game's pretty old and not many people are on it, so who really cares so much right now if there's a whole bunch of hackers on it? It's an old game. But it's nice to know that the next iteration of Call of Duty is going to be a pretty fun one. One thing I'm not looking really forward to is the COD casting system where you pretty much get to spectate in the game. I hope they make it where if you're in COD caster mode that you can't be in a party, like a Xbox Live party or a PSN party, because that might introduce cheating since you can just spectate any person and spot out enemies for them and help them out. So I hope people in CODcaster mode can't talk to the other teammates, because that would just kind of ruin the whole game in a sense, because then all you'd have to do is have like 8 people playing the game and having like 2 people on your team on CODcasting mode, and your team pretty much becomes invincible because you're able to spot the enemies way ahead of time. So I hope that doesn't become a reality where you can talk to people. I hope they prevent CODcasters from being able to talk to their teammates. But I don't know. The game hasn't released yet, so we don't know. I just worry about that, I guess. I do like the new matchmaking system that they're choosing, where you get set up with players based on win-loss kind of ratios, which means you're going to actually play with people more or less that are around your skill level. But we all know there's no such thing as like a perfect matchmaking system, so there's probably going to be people that are going to exploit it, any little error in that kind of matchmaking system anyways. That always happens. But hopefully it'll make it a little bit more fair than it is now. Because right now all the COD games, they base who you play off mainly based on your ping, whether you have a good ping or not. So you can end up being like a horrible player mixed in with a whole bunch of like 10th prestige players that will just like destroy you in like in an instant. So hopefully that won't be happening as often. As far as the maps go so far, the ones that they showed at the GameCon convention seem to be pretty cool. I like how everything looks in Call of Duty right now. It looks pretty fresh. One thing is, I would like to know is, what do you guys think of all the recent news that we've gotten on Black Ops 2 and all the game footage we saw of actual multiplayer of it? Personally, I think it's going to be a pretty good game, but I like pretty much almost any Call of Duty because I pretty much find something fun in everyone. And hopefully this one won't be as frustrating as the last. The only other good one, two Call of Duties that are really good were Black Ops and then World at War. Those ones were really good, but that's because of Treyarch's, very well known balancing of weapons and everything that makes the game really fun. And I'm also excited to know what the next prizes for the people that have pre-ordered the game, because on Sunday of this week, which should be around August 26th, the third wave of prizes will be released for the people that reserved the game through GameStop, which I am one. I've gotten the poster. I got Nuketown 2025. I just can't wait to know what the next prize is going to be. And if you think I'm just one of those people that enjoys GameStop, no. I just find it convenient that you can reserve games there. Other than that, I really don't like GameStop due to the fact that they kind of sell used games as new. They put new just so they can really get all the money they can for it. But that's another subject for another day. If you guys have any thoughts on how Black Ops is turning out, well, Black Ops 2 is turning out so far, please leave them in the comments section below. As always, this has been your boy, Mr. TechGuy92, signing off.
Ready for deployment. Friendly RCXD inbound. Hostiles jamming our radar. Time's almost up. Enemy sentry gun inbound. Team, stand by for further orders.